Welcome back again. I am Atamba Heti, as usual, from the African Streamline, your space, a space that belongs to you, a space that belongs to Black people and Africans from all the way from diaspora, Caribbean, and also here in Africa. And today we are on Ghana, and I want us to reason together. There is a question that I've been asking myself, but I have some opinions here and there to try and discuss this. I don't know how am I gonna do it, but do let me know your comment and your opinion on the comment section. I want also to know how you think about this and how you what is the analysis that you have about this. This is my analysis, and I think this is what's gonna happen. Number one. Yesterday, we had an inauguration that belonged to John Mahama's, the newest president of the Republic of Ghana, the president that has just came in, an incoming president called John Mahama's, who was elected just a few days ago, and yesterday was his inauguration, and therefore we had many presidents, we had many heads of states there, including King and Captain Ibrahim Traore, an African king, as I always say, or rather an African lion, because they say all the times, if Africa would have been a jungle, then Ibrahim Traore would have been the king, would have been the lion. And so I say that because I know that Ibrahim Traore is a great man and he has done a lot of things in Africa. And right now, everybody is looking at Ibrahim Traore, and this lands me to my view, and this lands me to the topic of at this moment, to the topic of at this time. Yeah, exactly. All right, now I believe and I think what Ghanaians did, it was something that was very significant, because to some point we may just look it at a point of they celebrated Ibrahim Traore. They came out and they sang and they felt so good. They were so happy because they saw Ibrahim Traore in Ghana. And that one we can say maybe it is because of the kind of love, the unconditional love that I've been talking about all the times, is maybe some kind of unconditional love that they have towards Ibrahim Traore. That is why they cannot hold it. They have to bring it out because of how much good, or rather how much they feel about Ibrahim Traore, okay? And that is why they had to go crazy and to feel so happy and to celebrate, because Ibrahim Traore, they had seen him, a man who is great. Now, what are the factors, or maybe the issue, or but rather the act of them celebrating and showing an unconditional love for Ibrahim Traore? That act of celebrating him and showing to the world that they really love Ibrahim Traore, what can it bring on the table, and what can it result to? What are the effects that is going to bring? How and in what zones is that going to affect? Because everything, sometimes it brings some things. And therefore, I was sitting down, and when I was just thinking by myself, when I was sitting just myself, I started thinking about something. And I felt like maybe you guys have the answers. And apart from your answers, I felt like also I can be able to give maybe some kind of answer that I have. And, right now, Africa has been at a point of a lot of people, like they're here and there. They're trying to struggle to divide Africa, or rather to take Africa. So many of them, they are trying so hard how they can be able to frustrate Africa and to take Africa. Some of them are ruling Africa. They are imposing rules and regulations for Africans, and it has become very hard for an African to actually stand by themselves, because we never had people who can just come out, who can decide to come out and do things the way they're supposed to be done. And now we have Ibrahim Traore. Yesterday we saw a massive people, like a crowd of people celebrating Ibrahim Traore. I believe this one, number one, it will shock the world and it will shake the world, okay? Because you see now, maybe these people, when they saw Ibrahim Traore coming out and doing these great things and working for Africa, they thought maybe they will come a time when Ibrahim Traore will get tired. But now, yesterday, it has changed a tune. An action that happened yesterday, it has really changed a tune in a very big way. How has it changed a tune? Let me put it this way. when you are fighting somebody, and then maybe you want to fight somebody, or you are against someone else, and then you come a point someday you feel like you find out that this person that you're fighting, or rather this person you are against, is someone with whom many people are behind him, many people are supporting him, and many people are actually supporting the agenda of this person. Number one, you will be afraid and you will be terrified. Why am I saying you will be afraid? Why am I saying you will be terrified? Because once someone is being, a lot of people are behind this, behind a certain person, someone you're fighting, someone you are against. Once you find out that a lot of people are against this, are behind this person, supporting this person, or rather singing the tune and spreading the gospel of this person you're trying to fight, number one, you will start shaking. And apart from shaking, you will be terrified. There is some kind of fear that will be instilled in you. Okay, so if you wanted to do something in a certain way, it becomes very difficult for you to do that thing you wanted to do in that way, because now you feel like it's going to be very hard. Okay, even in politics, when a certain politician, he has got a lot of crowd, the other politician immediately begins shaking, because he's trying not to ask himself, am I going to manage this one? Am I going to win this person? It becomes a problem, it becomes hard, it becomes very difficult. Now, Ghanaians have changed a tune in a very big way. What Ghanaians did yesterday was not just celebrating Ibrahim Traore, but Ghanaians, they changed something, they impacted something, okay? The atmosphere really changed. And how did the atmosphere change? Now, the Western countries will not take Africa, and they are not going to take Ibrahim Traore the same anymore. Why am I saying that? If they thought they are going to win Ibrahim Traore, or rather they are going to overtake Ibrahim Traore, or to bring him down very easily, now they should think twice, because it is now not going to be very easy as though they thought. It's going to be a little bit harder, because people and Africans are behind Ibrahim Traore. You know, if yesterday Ibrahim Traore would have gone to Ghana, would have traveled to Ghana, and then it happened, maybe when he is mentioned, or rather when he is recognized, people of Ghana, maybe they just feel the same. Or maybe they don't do anything, they don't react, they just keep quiet, the same way other leaders were called, and they were just quiet, they didn't say anything. They only woke up, they only stood and started speaking and started celebrating and making noise when Ibrahim Traore was called. But when other leaders were called, they were just quiet, okay? So, assuming they would have been quiet even when Ibrahim Traore was called, okay? I'm just taking as an example. It would have posted a certain picture, or it would have displayed Ibrahim Traore in a certain way from the foreign countries and from the foreign powers, from the Western powers, from the imperialists, from the Western white man supremacy, from the Western supremacy. It would have displayed Ibrahim Traore like a weaker vessel, because Ibrahim Traore would have seen as a person who has not been able to actually change Africa, who has not been able to actually capture the mind and to capture the attention of Africans. And therefore, it would have encouraged them more to come and invade, or rather to come and destroy Africa even more, because they would think that Ibrahim Traore hasn't captured the attention of Africans. But what Ghanaians did yesterday, it has shown them, it has proved to them that actually this man has actually overtaken and has actually captured the attention of Africans. And if all Africans are behind Ibrahim Traore, then trust you me, whether you believe it or not, it's going to be very difficult for these people to take Ibrahim Traore down, or rather to take any other strategy to overcome Africans and to destroy Africans. It's going to be very difficult. It's not going to be very easy, as though if Ibrahim Traore would have been alone, or rather he would not be supported by anybody. Maybe we thought maybe okay, it's not that way. But a lot of people, some people who never saw this before, they thought maybe Ibrahim Traore is only supported by the Burkinabe people. Okay. Because we saw him in Burkina Faso, anytime he comes in public, a lot of people are crowding, they want to see him, they want to touch him, they want to talk to him, they want to greet him. You see, some kind of things like those ones. And we recently, we had never seen him coming out to another country in Africa, and we saw what happened yesterday in Ghana. I tell you, if Ibrahim Traore comes to Kenya today, people will celebrate. If he goes to Uganda, if he goes to Angola, if he goes to Cameroon, if he goes to Nigeria, if he goes anywhere he will go in an African country, even in South Africa today, People will celebrate Ibrahim Traore. I tell you that for a fact. Because Ghanaians proved to us yesterday. And this one has instilled fear to the imperialists. It has instilled fear to the Western powers. It has instilled fears to the white man's supremacy. Because now they won't take it lightly anymore. You see, there's a news that I'll talk about it in the next video. Now, you see, like Donald Trump and the United States, now they've been, like, for example, in Kenya, United States have acquired a lot of land in Kenya. And Kenya has been their backbone sometimes because they depend so much, again, here in Kenya so that they can be able to acquire some things and do some 1, 2, 3 things. But what I'm saying and what my view is that Africa now is going to slip off from the hands of the Western powers, from the hands of the white man's supremacy. Africa is going to slip off from the hands of all those Western powers and all those imperialists. Because where we are going, according to me, where we are going, Africa, the tune has really changed. The tune is not like before. It's not going to be like before. It's going to be something else very different. Because Ibrahim Traore has changed a tune, and Ibrahim Traore has proven to people, has shown people that actually you can do this thing. You know, we've been living in a way that we think we cannot do it. We are afraid, we think we can't do it, we can't take it down. But he's showing us, he's proving to us that we can do it if we want to do it. Okay? And that is why he has captured the attention of everybody. Attention of everybody. Right now, nobody can touch Ibrahim Traore. If you want to touch Ibrahim Traore, do it at your own risk. Because you will be very surprised when Africans come for you after you have done something like that. Don't try to do that. Don't come close to Ibrahim Traore because you have seen it yourself. You don't need to be told. Africans, every single African in Africa has got 54 countries here in Africa. But I tell you, every single African, they are behind Ibrahim Traore. And nobody can touch him. Nobody can come close to him. Nobody can do anything bad to him. So, Western powers, the Western countries, they've begun losing powers because Africans have loosened their fears. When we lose our fear, they lose their power. Anytime we see people, many people are behind someone, then you need to be very afraid. Anytime you see the person you are fighting, or rather the person you are against, he is being supported by a lot of people, you need to be afraid. You need to be very much afraid. If you are arranging your cards, you need to play your cards very well, because if you're not very careful, that person is going to take you down very easily. A lot of people have been taken down and no more. Ibrahim Traore is a man to watch. Ibrahim Traore is the lion of Africa. And I tell you, and I speak again, I'm going to repeat this again. If Africa would have been a jungle, then Ibrahim Traore would have been a lion, because he is the lion of Africa as we are speaking today. And he is the king of Africa as we are speaking today. If Ibrahim Traore stands on the podium today and says anything, Africans will follow. We have seen that in Ghana. He has proven it. He has proven it. Ghanaians have proven it. We've seen it. We've seen it. Okay? So, this is my opinion. Western powers, Western countries are shaking right now. And it's going to be very difficult for them to come and take back Africa, especially France. Another next video I will do. France is now, they are now abusing Africans and African countries and something like that. But all in all, we are happy because Africans have woken up. And we are happy because we know that something is going to change. And we know that we have someone who is doing things wholeheartedly and who has decided to work for Africans. At the end of the day, that is just my opinion. Do let me know what is your opinion in the comment section. I'll do my best to read them, all of them, and reply where possible. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for being in African Streamline. As I tell you every day, African Streamline is your space. Anytime you find yourself in African Streamline, just know you are at home. Keep tuning in, keep staying here, keep supporting me. I love you all, my brothers, my black brothers and sisters from diaspora and from Caribbean and from Africa in particular, mothers and fathers and everybody. As long as you're a black person and you find yourself in African Streamline, just know you are at home and you are at the right place. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you so much for being here. All right, guys, adios.